Okay, so hey, it's Christy, Earth Magic Copper Crowns, and I'm here today to talk about intuition and what intuition means and feels like, and within that also like about talking to inanimate objects and spirits. So I am here at a Pacific Fire Gathering in this like beautiful space, and my crown kicked itself off my head, and it was like, you don't need me here, right? And yeah, there's all this energy here that is very pure, that wants to come in to my body, and that my body wants to allow in this energy, and a lot of messages that I am able to receive here. And I don't need the crown for protecting and blocking other people's energies. And so what that looked like for me is that my crown like really it started to irritate me. It started to hurt. Usually in the city it's extremely comfortable, and I never want to take it off. And I just, right after getting here, I was just like, get this thing off my head. And so what I want to point out with that is how we listen to the soul of other beings. And so my crown, it has a soul, it has an energetic soul. And how I listen to the soul of my crown is I listen to my body and feel what my body is telling me, because my crown is talking to my body. And so my body's almost like this translator, right? So we have this like Earth spaceship that's doing a whole lot of things for us. And one of the things it's doing is it's translating messages. And so scientifically how that works is that we're all frequencies, and frequencies are going and being, frequencies are bouncing off everywhere. Frequencies are going around. Your guides are talking to you in frequencies, other people are talking to you in frequencies, and inanimate objects are talking to you in frequencies. A lot of stuff is happening on the frequency level. And so when we talk about energetics, and on the energetic level, it's the same thing. And so, but the energetic level, there's some people who are able to see the frequencies in a more tangible way, either because of their natural ability to do that or because they've been practicing it. And these are just skills that you can keep working at, and that get better over time the more you do them, and the more you believe in them. But you know what? You don't need to believe in them at first. And I believed in them, but at the same time I was like, oh my god, I gotta be fucking crazy, like this isn't true, is it? And then it just kept proving itself to me over and over. And so what you do is you really just like tune into yourself, tap into yourself, what's going on in your body, what's going on, what are you feeling. And if something doesn't feel good to you, it's probably because it doesn't feel good to other people either. And a connection works both ways. And so there's this like stuff that's happening, right? It's never one person, and it's never one person, and it's really just something that's happening. It's not one person doing something and one other person's not. It's just like this energy is happening and frequencies are happening. Within that, there is a sender of a message and a receiver of a message, and we flip back and forth between those two roles frequently. And in those roles there's different responsibilities, and in low context cultures like Japan, they actually 80% of sentences don't have subjects. And so there it's also the responsibility of the receiver of the message to understand the message that is given. And in high context cultures like America, it's common to expect the giver of the message to have full responsibility of the clarity and how well that message was given. And so, you know what, having lived in both cultures, I lived in Japan for 3 years, and I was born and raised in America, and am back in the US now for the last 4 years. And from living in these two cultures, what I've noticed or been able to kind of adapt to myself is kind of some middle ground between that. Is how do I take responsibility as the receiver of a message, and how do I take responsibility as the giver of the message, and where do these two things meet? And yeah, so that's one of the things that kind of ties into the superpowers, how we can like listen to receiving messages on an internal level, and it really has to do with what our body is telling us, because the frequencies are hitting our body, and I believe they're called alternating currents. And so yeah, it's real magic and real science, and it's just quantum physics. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for listening to me today, and see you later.